Good morning, students. I hope you all are doing your works, right? Okay. In our last class, we had a discussion on the question answer part, rather grammar time part and word wall part of the chapter, the cherry tree. And I had given you the dictionary part of the same chapter, and today you will get those, and I gave you some certain works, and those that work is means you need to find out the meanings and all, and you need to construct sentences. So everything you will get, obviously the answer will vary, because when you are composing your own sentence, or when you are setting your own sentence, it's quite obvious that it will not match with others. Just keep the sentence structure in a proper way, keep it grammatically correct, I think, and it should produce complete sense, so it will definitely be a sentence. And I know you all have learned about a sentence in your English one, so I think you all can manage, though I have given sample answers for that particular part. Now today we will start discussion on the question answer part of the poem Summer Sun. We had a discussion earlier. The poem I have already elaborated to you all. Today we will have a discussion on the question answer part. So as I told you earlier, before you start to listen to today's discussion, you should start open your study material, because the more we practice, the more we learn. So you need to open the study material first, and you need to try to solve these questions first by your own self. Then you need to come to listen to this discussion. I hope all of you will definitely listen to my words. So first you need to stop this video right now, and you need to do the work. Try at least to try. You need to try first, and then you need to come and listen to this discussion. So here in the first question we find in the book, so that is making connections part, and there we get some reference to context question. Means as you all know, lines provided from the poem itself, and we need to answer those questions. I hope all of you have memorized the poem. Do not commit mistake, just memorize the poem. It will be helpful in future. Now the first extract was given from the poem is great is the sun and wide he goes through empty heaven without repose, and in the blue and glowing days more thick than rain he showers his rays. So here what do you think the poet means by empty heaven? Empty heaven is addressed to sky, obviously, as we cannot have a discussion. So as it took place earlier, I will be answering myself only. So empty heaven is obviously the sky, and empty means it's cloudless. So here the poet means the cloudless sky by the phrase empty heaven. Okay. Now here next question, why are the rays described as more thick than rays? See, as it's cloudless, so it's more strong, and it's capable of getting through anything, okay, or getting through most of the things. That's why it's the sun rays are described as more thick than rain. Okay. Now number 3, why did he shower his rays in the blue and glowing days? Why did he shower his rays in the blue and glowing days? Because on such day it was cloud free, the sky was free of cloud. That's why his rays could he says that he could shower his rays in blue and glowing days, because the day on such day the sky remains cloud free. That's why, free of clouds rather. Okay. Now extract 2. In extract 2 we find, yet he will find a chink or two to sleeve his golden finger through. So here, who will find a chink? Who will find? Obviously the sun will find. Where was he supposed to find a chink? He was supposed to find a chink between the curtains. Okay, between the curtains, and those curtains have been pulled to keep the sun out of the sun ray. Those curtains were pulled in order to keep the sun rays out of the room, or in order to keep the room cool. That's why the curtain was drawn. So here, where was he supposed to find a chink? So he was supposed to find a chink and between the curtains that have been pulled down to keep sun out of the rooms in the house. Now next, number 2. Why are the rays described? Number 2 is, what do you think the poet means by golden fingers? Golden fingers, obviously the sun rays. Okay. Now number 3, why was he being kept out? Because in order to keep the room cool, so means it was being kept out. It's quite natural, and I have explained all these things in your when the class, when I explained the poem itself. Stanzas were described, and that time only all these things were made clear. I hope you all can do it by your own self. Okay. Then comes C, and the extract is, the dusty attic, spider clad, he through the keyhole make glad, and through the broken cage of tiles into the laddered hayloft smiles. Now who did the sun make happy? The sun made happy that dusty, means that spider clad dusty attic happy rather. Yes. So the dusty spider clad and the attic, the sun made glad the dusty attic, spider clad. Okay, so here we will who did the sun make happy is, obviously the answer will be the dusty spider clad attic. Okay, attic is a room that is there, it's just beside the roof, or there only it's placed. Generally we keep it as a storeroom. So that particular room the sun wanted to, means the sun made rather happy. How did he do this? Because he took entry into it. Okay, though there was no through the keyhole only it took entry over there. Okay, that's why it was happy. Okay, by pouring his rays through the keyhole into the room, that's why in this way he made the room happy. Now number 2, how did the sun enter the hayloft? Okay, so through the broken edge of tiles, as it is said, and through the broken cage of tiles, means edge of tiles, it took its entry into the hayloft. And number 3 is, what do these lines tell you about the sun? Okay, so obviously we can understand the sun is, it's quite hard to keep the sun out of anything. Okay, so we cannot keep the sun out of our dwelling. It's quite it's quite impossible, as its rays can get into anything, get through anything, and it can even pass through a locked door, or if the entire room is somehow if everywhere curtains are pulled down, then also it can take its entry. No one can stop sun rays to take an entry. So this can be the hint. I am in my discussion I am just giving you the hints that the answers can be. Okay, but I want all of you to try first, because if you do not try every time, it's means you will not be supplied with the specimen answers or sample answers. So you need to learn to try. If you do not try, you will never learn. Now along with this particular thing, you have another task which I am not given today, but I am going to give it on the next day. That is, while discussing the chapter, Leaving the Valley, I had discussed about autobiography. I hope you all remember. So autobiography means the writing should be on first person account. First person account means uh, you will be writing in a way that you are that character. Okay, you should have the approach of that particular character. Suppose you are writing an autobiography of a tree, so you will be writing, you will be composing as I. Okay, I am a mango tree, I'm living here for 50 years. In this way, you will be thinking your own self as a tree, and you will place yourself on that particular character. You will put yourself in that particular character, and from that character's point of view, you will be writing your composition. This is called first person account. So you got you got a writing in your writing part in the chapter, the previous chapter, cherry tree, and you were asked to write, you were asked to compose an autobiography over there. And I have placed the book because I have certain problem to continue. If I keep on watching on the screen, it starts paining my eyes. I have a problem with this computer screen. So you all know, I hope that I always keep my book here only. So you all got in your write well part, where you got writing an autobiography, and you all are asked to write an imaginative autobiography of a tree that faced many challenges when it was a sapling. Okay, like the cherry tree. When the cherry tree it started growing up, it faced so many challenges. The same way only, talk about how it was crossed all hurdles to become a strong tree, providing shelter to several small animals and people. It had gone through several problems, several difficulties, but it kept on providing shelter to small animals and people as well. So you need to use the given beginning to start writing the autobiography. Remember to write in the first person while telling the story of the tree. As I told, you need to use first person account, means you will be writing as I. This way you will be writing. Open the story with an interesting sentence and trace its life beginning at the time it was a seed till the present moment, and you are given certain hints, ideas that will help you to write it. So this particular task you will not get it in today's worksheet, but the discussion I have done today just in order to put you into it. Okay, you need not to write it right now, but you must keep on thinking on it. Okay, you keep it on your head that you will be definitely getting this task, and I want you all to compose. At least now, what's your task? You all can open page number 40 of your textbook, and you can jot down your points. Okay, that these are the points. Points means the main things you are going to include here. When you will be reading the question, you will get all the things, whatever is required. Okay, whatever the question has demanded, you need to serve all of them. So serving them all, you need to jot down certain points. Suppose it's asking that the first is that it faced many challenges. So in order to show the many challenges, you will put that this challenge I will put, then this challenge. So at least 3-4 challenges you will give. So those challenges are your key points. I hope now you all got. And then talk about how it has crossed all hurdles to become a strong tree, and how has it overcome. So in order to overcome, if you put 3 problems, so it must be having 3 solutions. So those solutions are also key points. And then you need to then how did it provide shelter to other small creatures, small animals as well as people. So those are your points. So in this way, whatever the question demands, you need to jot down all the points. Now remember, child, I'm telling, listen to me carefully, just jot down those points. Okay, that these will be my points, And when I will give this question, I probably the next class you will get this question. I have given you certain scope in order to think that, but do not try to manage the answer. I want all of you to do it by your own self, and at the end I will definitely provide a sample of this particular question, sample answer of this particular question, but that will be given at the end. Okay, I will be waiting, and do not keep on writing like provide us that ready-made answer. I'm just telling you, do not do so. If I can provide question, I will definitely provide sample answer, but I need to know first whether my children can do it by their own selves or not. So I hope you all understand this. So first you need to try. Okay, so today you got a verbal means you got a task, and I have said it verbally, and along with this you will definitely get the worksheet of the summer sun. So I hope all of you will do. So this much for today. Keep on doing your work and keep on praying so that we can meet again. This much for today. Thank you. Have a nice day.